Hey doggos, how are the doggos? Doggos, 3 doggos. I forgot to bring treats. And the doggo from my dad's country house, Elena, that's her name. Well, we're here in the Colombian countryside. My voice is a little off course as the norm now for the last 8 months. And yeah, you read right, the title does say I'm not downhill doggo. And this video is 2 things: me here walking in the countryside and showing you a little bit of this while we chat, and showing you some of the clips I was able to salvage. Hey doggo, an older doggo. Hey doggo, how are you doggo? Hey, ooh, poor kid. Ooh, he's got a problem there. Poor child, poor kid. Well, let's keep walking here in the countryside and see what we can see. Buenas, ¿cómo están? Very bien. Muy bien, gracias. So they're working here on a construction project, and they're living in those makeshift homes at the moment. As you can see, their laundry's hanging out there. It looks like it's going to be a humongous house, unless it's some kind of a government facility they're building or whatever. So I was able to salvage some of the clips I made with this GoPro, but of course when you're doing mountain biking, this is no GoPro, this is a GoPro 5, Black Hero 5, and these don't have the stabilization software that the 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 do. There's 7 up like the drink, from 7 on up, they have very good stabilization, video stabilization software. So this one doesn't, but I'm using a gimbal right now. But while I was riding the bike, I couldn't use a gimbal. Could be riding on one hand on the handlebars and going through dirt roads and bumpy things like this, where potholes in here and there and whatever, and just fall off like I did trying to do, as you will see in the clips. I was holding the GoPro in my mouth like, but the problem was that I was not aware that the angle was pointing downward. Only a few times I was kind of like this at the beginning, but then I would bring my head down. Plus it was not good because the wind was going into my mouth, and that's a problem for my throat, and I'm a teacher, so if I got no voice, I can't make any money because I'm a freelance teacher. I'm an independent contractor. I get paid by the hour. I don't have a fixed contract where it is that I work Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and I get the same paycheck every month plus benefits. I got no benefits. Independent contractors, freelance workers, we get nothing except the hours we worked for that month or whatever, and that's it. We don't get any social security benefits, any unemployment benefits, or sick day call outs where you get paid for it and you got like 4 or 5 in a year you can use. So anyway, beautiful countryside. It's going to start opening up, and this is Guarne, Antioquia, here in Colombia, and my dad's country house is in this area, and these are villages. They're called veredas, vereda, and each vereda has some, properties on it, in it. These are not neighborhoods, these are not towns, these are just like small itsy bitsy spread out villages. They're not like a village in India or a village in England, like England or Europe, which are very organized and have like a bunch of little things and whatever all together. Now these villages here, veredas, if the translation I'm using is right, I forget, these are different. So you got properties here and there. Some people have a lot of land, some people don't have a lot of land, a very small piece of land. Some people might have 500 square meters of land, some people might have 5,000 square meters of land, some people might have 25,000 square meters of land. We go by the metric system, so I don't know what that is in square feet, but y'all can do the conversion with Google it just a little bit. So yeah, mountain biking, awesome. You'll see that in Downhill Doggo, just in case you don't know, it's the name that Harold Balder. What's up to Witty Travels, WITY Travels, and they're big followers of Harold Balder on YouTube, the Norwegian Nordsman, Y'all check him out if y'all want to. muddy roads, dirt roads and muddy roads. So he did a video in Nepal back in March where he's going to visit a survivor, a cancer patient survivor, a young man who's like 22 years old. And Elena, come here. Venga, come here. Elena, stay on this side. Hey, Elena. Elena. Well, sometimes the doggies are coming around and they're friendly doggies. Vamos, Eli. Vamos. They're just, the doggies are there with their owner. Come on, ¿dónde va? Look at the doggies, a lot of doggos. And Elena, she's a very calm little girl. Elena's like 8 years old, 9 years old. I think Elena's not 9 years old now. Yeah, she was a puppy when I had just moved back from New Jersey, from the US, from my home country, the United States of America. And I had been living in New Jersey until April 2012. And I remember a few months after arriving, and I was living at my grandma's place, which is actually my father's place, but we say grandma's place. Hey, Elena, Haley, come here. Because that's where she's been living for many years. And my cousin, he brought her over and he said, hey, Eddie, or primo, cousin, hey, primo, puedes cuidarme Elena por una noche mientras veo qué voy a hacer? He asked me, can you take care of Elena for one night while I see what I gotta do, what I can do while I resolve this? Because he rescued her from a parking lot in Medellin. And then he kept her, and then he brought her up to the country house here, but I had her for one day, and that was back in 2012. So you do the math, we're 2023, excuse me. So she's a good 10 years old, not even 9. 10 years old, going on 11, or probably 11 already. Wow, holy mackerel. Anyhow, what do you think? Like the countryside? Now these pieces of land here you see that have been leveled by machinery, by you know, earth moving machinery, you know, Caterpillar, Kubati, whatever, Mahindra machines, whatever they are. This was once a forest here, pinewood forest, and then it was all knocked out, wood taken, and they're going to be selling these properties, if not already sold, and each one that you see is a lot, a parcel of land, and people will be going to be buying this from whoever's selling them. And there's like a little roundabout down there. Right now it's just all gravel, loose gravel, but then they'll probably pave it when they start building. And they're going to be like at least 6 properties here, 6 homes, and with that landscape view, like that one will have its view that way, that one will have its view that way, that one will have its view that way, and nobody's going to like really block them. This one's going to have its sort of its view in some directions, and the other house, because they're not going to be making buildings, and it's 2-story homes at the most. And that's the Valley of Aburrá down there. And let's keep going in the Colombian countryside. This part here is Copacabana. I'll show you another angle of this property that's been parceled off into you know, parcels. That building over there, that's not part of the property. That's like a school. They're building a village school for the villagers, not the village people, but the villagers. Well, we got caught by the rain here, and I gotta take care of my voice, y'all, because if I don't have this, like I said, it's better get Mako. Now that sign I just showed you, it says that they're selling a country house or renting it out. So if you are here in Colombia, in this area, living in the Medellin metropolitan area or whatever, and you want to rent a country house, there you go. Guys, on the realness, like what we used to say in Georgia in 94, 93, some of my friends and I, in the hip-hop days back then, I can't wait on the realness, can't wait to be doing something like this, but in the Himalayas of India or of Nepal or Pakistan or Bangladesh. I don't even know if the Himalayas run through Bangladesh, but anyhow, just trekking, hiking, even though this is a concrete rail type system for vehicles to go up and down and not get stuck. And it's a beautiful day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Y'all remember Mr. Rogers? If you don't, Google it or YouTube it. In case some of you or none of you got the better get Mako. It was a TV commercial back in the early 90s, and it was about a brake company, you know, where they replace the brakes on your vehicles. And I remember the guys would be like, oh my god, my brakes are worn out or whatever. And then the slogan or the catchphrase was, better get Mako if you're having problems with your brakes or if you're having problems. From the very top of the Empire State Building, this is Z100 New York, baby. Okay, no, not really New York. This is Copacabana, a municipality in Antioquia, Colombia, and it's north of Medellin, and we're in the municipality, but we're in the countryside. The town itself is somewhere all the way down that way, and then that over there is considered Guarne, somewhere around there. And there's a pilgrimage site at the top of that mountain that you could go up, and there's a big village there, and it's called Maria Auxiliadora Sanctuary, Maria the Helper, if I translate the word for word. Maria Auxiliadora. Auxiliadora means female helper, helping you in times of need. And check out this country house here, this property. And this is what my friend and I and other people here and around the world do. We do mountain biking. Right now, not mountain biking, but right after this you're going to see the mountain biking clips. So this is one of the little hikes I like to do, because I love hiking and trekking more than mountain biking, but I do love mountain biking too. So without further ado, oh look, they got ducks or swan down there. Swan or ducks, a little pond. Cool. Well, GoPros don't have a zoom option. So look at the beautiful mountains, the Andes Mountains here in Colombia. This is the whole Andes mountain ridge that runs for several thousand miles, probably 1,000 something, I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, I hope you're liking and gonna like what I'm gonna show you, and it's what I do. I love doing it. So let's go to the next one, and let's do this little Krishna style, or Krishna in terms of the universe in his mouth. Check out this place here, guys. Garage 56 Grill and Bar. Looks very American with the old gas pump in the vehicles here. Pretty cool. As I'm riding the mountain bike, just decided to stop for a moment. If you're ever in Medellin and you come up to the airport and you want to come up through this route, this is the Variante, not the tunnel route. Let's go, keep going. Wow, that's just one beautiful landscape here up in the mountains. Medellin is beyond that mountain ridge over there, and this is Oriente Antioqueño. My friend George is Downhill Doggo. I'm not Downhill Doggo. It's not my thing. Let's continue. I mean, really, guys, no way. Not me. I'm not that dude. I love mountain biking, but I'm just walking this baby down because there's no way I want to wipe myself out. I'm just training. I'm just like placing a lot of strain on my legs and my arms and the brakes. The front brake, because if I use both, it'll slide, it'll slip and slide, and then I'll fall. Like I say, my friend calls me Chicken Little. Just for the record, I am not Downhill Doggo. like Harold Balder's little rescue dog in that video in Nepal. Really travels? What could possibly be next? They are big fans, Kati and Will, of Harold Balder. I like the dude. I'm a big fan. Ooh, here comes a big truck, and I'll become a squashed fan. Roadkill. So I'll move out of the way. Oh. Okay. It survived. Still filming. At least it was in my mouth. That's how I was holding it. Sí, solo hasta acá, porque para allá para abajo no me da. Hi doggies, hola bebés. These are doggies. If you guys want to give a donation, get in contact with these people, because these dogs are abandoned dogs that they pick up and they take in, and they've been doing this for like 25 years. I've seen it here. Aquí lo he visto. Pueden hacer las donaciones a través de este teléfono para el cuido, para los niños, para el perrito. So dog food donations. I feel like that song, She Keeps On Passing Me by the Far Side with PH. It's an old rap song, hip hop, and I'm going uphill. I hope you're enjoying this. Just look at the beautiful landscape, guys. Oh wow, it's beautiful. Let's keep going. And I thought I'd show you this. Nico, that means the guy's name was Nicholas El Chino, like his nickname, and it means that he died here, maybe a pedestrian, maybe on a motorcycle. He was riding, or in a car accident, whatever. That's what you see on the roadside sometimes with the name, sometimes without the name, with a little cross, flowers and whatever, and that's the point where they died on the road. People here have the business of making wooden chairs and wooden furniture, and you have the pine wood right there, and these are roadside homes and businesses, poor folk. You guys are ever here in front of Indiana Mall across the street, go to Palma Villa. They got some delicious almohábanas and pan de quesos. I kid you not. Right next to La Tienda de Pedro. Right there. Okay guys, this is the starting point, but I didn't start filming here, and this is where we're finishing up. Viva Las Palmas. And I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.